Hey everybody, welcome out to another episode of Windshield Time at Mountain Land Supply. I'm Joey. I'm here with Spencer the Man Shorts.
That's right.
That's
it.
And we're joined by James Calvert today. Welcome, bud.
Good to be back.
Yeah, it's good to have you back, bud.
Yeah, it's always good to be here. See shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm not wearing shorts today, though.
Ever.
No, ever.
Ever,
Right.
ever.
Yeah, never.
What about like when you go to the beach, though? You do.
Sure.
Board shorts?
Yeah.
You just don't go to the beach very often. You went to Mexico last year, didn't you?
No, I didn't go to Mexico last year.
Hawaii? Didn't you? You went somewhere
I
tropical.
went to Savannah,
Georgia?
Georgia.
Did
Do
you
you
wear
like-
shorts down there?
Do you
I
Daisy
did.
Duke those slim fits?
Yeah, I have a bunch of skinny jeans I just cut off.
Of course you
Yeah,
do.
that makes sense.
Yeah. No.
And then they're all
Jeans,
black.
Yeah,
No, I have one pair of swim shorts and
and that's it.
then a basketball shorts. That's it. Yep.
Oh, yeah, because you do ball.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You're a
That makes
baller?
sense.
Yeah, I play.
You didn't know that,
Really?
dude?
No, I didn't know that.
He's a straight baller.
Yep.
He's
Good to know.
He's a silent assassin.
Yep,
He
that's
can
it.
shoot.
Yeah, they called me Cobra in high school
Cobra.
because I just know
Cobra,
when to
dude.
strike. You know.
Oh, she is, dude.
You and Boyd Barber, man.
Dude,
Yeah.
Cobra. I really like that one.
That's a good one.
All right,
is
that's
good.
his new name on this show.
Cobra.
And I'm here with Cobra. I like that.
That is good.
So I wanted James on today because I wanted you to just talk about kind of where the market's at right now. There's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of people are seeing a whole lot of inventory hit their branch, a whole lot of inventory go out of their branch. We had our first $6 million day in March. We've now had a couple more since then.
In a row.
Yeah.
Today should be our third day in a row of a $6 million day.
Yeah, so there's just a lot of stuff going out, a lot of stuff coming in. But
Yeah.
talk about kind of what's happening.
We had our first $80 million month in March
Yes, we did.
with a chance to have a $90 million month in April. I
April.
don't think we're going to hit that. I think
We'll
we'll be
get
just
close,
a little
though.
bit short. We're going to be dang
Very
close.
close.
It's going to be a roller coaster, people. Be prepared, buckle up. It's going to be a ride.
Yeah.
We've had Formosa, who's the leading manufacturer of PVC resin, already declare force majeure, which has set a tidal wave in motion. And as you guys have seen in branches, there's a lot of material coming in because we're trying to get our hands on as much as possible right now to secure not only jobs that we have, but just
Hedge buy
will
for the
call.
future.
And, yeah, absolutely. We had allocation with Charlotte. Benson actually texted me this morning. He's like, we're 50,000 pounds over allocation with Charlotte. They told us no more. They
Oh, did
shut
they?
us off. Yeah.
That's on pipe and fittings.
I believe so.
Yeah.
We
It started just on pipe, but now I think it's fittings too, right?
Yeah, so you are going to see we're gonna have to branch out to some different vendors, which is why we try to keep a good relationship with multiple vendors when times come like these.
So that'll mean, if we do have different manufacturers of those types of fittings coming in, you're going to have to change the shelf spacing, perhaps.
Yeah, we don't even know what you're gonna get boxes.
But
We're
it's what we have to do.
It's what we got to do. It's going to be wild. ADS, you've seen us stocking up on ADS pipe. ADS had a 10% increase. A week later, they had another 10, and then we just got word they're having another 10. So we're going to have 30% increase in ADS within
in 3.5
just a few
weeks.
weeks. Yep.
Yep.
So we're doing what we can, but there are no guarantees where it's going through this summer.
Yeah.
So be prepared.
Yeah. So there's a whole lot of stuff being bought. So I guess have patience with the purchasing team because they're going through a whole lot of different things right now, especially with changing the pricing in the system and everything else. So the pricing team, the purchasing team, and the sales team's just trying to keep up too. So, which leads to operations having to keep up, and trucks are shortages. We got fuel prices going through the roof, so that increases the price on materials coming in.
And we need your help. We need good communication. If you guys see something, say something. If you see we're getting low, you see we're out, please speak up. Look at it. Look into it. If you have a customer changing or any change in the market, please just communicate that stuff so we can get on top of it and get in front of it. Purchasing is working their guts out. They're doing a heck of a good job. It's really hard when you have the first $80 million month in the history of the company hit in March, which you're not really prepared for. You're
Until
starting to get
like May.
Yeah, you're starting to think, April's going to be the ramp up, and it blows up in March, and then you're followed by maybe close to a $90 million a month later. So, and then what's going on with PVC and the resins and everything else. So,
well, and then on top of that, you have the preseason and in-season buys for HVAC equipment.
Yep.
So those branches that are only HVAC, they're going nuts too, and so they're getting a lot of material coming in to get prepared for the warm season. But the warm season came a little bit early in some of the areas, and then it died off, and then it died off.
It's here, then it's gone.
So you had kind of a ramp up for a week or two, and then it fell off again. But it's going to start really ramping up here in the next 3 weeks with HVAC equipment as well. So everybody's going to be banging for the next few months.
And we're ramping up. We don't want a fire drill. We're going to have them. We always do. As long as you're in this industry, you're going to have fire drills.
That's why we have a job.
Just what happens, right?
That's why we're here.
And, be prepared. Everybody, sales, ops. Remember, there's a customer at the end of the process that it's our job to take care of those guys. So, everybody's fighting the fight for the same reason. Have a little bit of grace on how they're going about it, because they're doing their best, and we're all trying to win here. So
this doesn't really have to do with market conditions, but I do want to make a kind of a plug just for customer service. You and I talked about an instance, and we won't mention the branch, but an instance yesterday where somebody was at one of the counters that, likely their job is not to be a counter salesperson. They're probably a warehouse person that's at the counter for one reason or another. Customer walks in and they ask that person if they can get help, and that person says, no, you're going to have to wait for this person, right?
And walks away.
Walks away. I want to reiterate to everybody out there, the customer is all of our jobs. I don't care if you're a receptionist, if you're a warehouse person, a driver. If you see a customer at the counter and they're waiting, greet them, even if you don't know what to do with them. Greet them, let them know that they've been seen and they're acknowledged. Let them know that their business is important to us. It doesn't matter that you're not a counter salesperson. You are a member of the Mountain Land family. You greet that customer, make them feel welcome, and try and get them handed off to somebody that can help them.
Well, and the customer doesn't know what your job is.
Yeah.
So to him, it was somebody that blew him off, where, a better way to handle it would be, hey, I'm from the back. I don't work up here. What are you looking for? Let me see if I can help you. He's on the phone. It might be a minute. Let's get your stuff. I'll hand you off to him. Or I'm going to go get the manager, or find somebody.
Or even, can I get you a Coke?
Yeah.
Can I get you something to drink? You want to sit down for a minute? Rest for a minute. I'll make sure you get taken care of. And don't let go of that customer until they are taken care of.
Yeah.
Make a clean handoff. It is all of our jobs, top to bottom, bottom to top, to make sure that customer is taken care of, because every single one of them is important. Because what happened to that customer in that branch?
Well, he walked out.
Right.
And then he sent his boss in, because his boss like, no way, Mountain Land's not like that. Mountain Land's good. And his boss came down and got the same treatment, and then he left and went to the competition and bought the material that he needed. Came back with a bad taste in his mouth. So, excuse me. But, yeah, and these customers, we work hard to get their business. They have options. They can go other places. And we have got to stand out above the rest. So,
well, and a lot of times that could be the customer's first time ever coming into one of our branches. And you only have one chance at a first impression, and it needs to be the right first impression. So from the cleanliness of the store, from the way that we look from the curb, to the way we greet them and take care of them all through that process, that's on all of us. We all need to care about that deeply.
Yeah, absolutely. And what I want you guys to look at is, what does this place look like if I was coming in as a customer? Put yourself as when you go to another store, and is it dirty? Is it, or is it clean? Like a Maverick, you go to a Maverick, they're clean, they're organized, where the stuff is, and you're seeing a really big effort being made right now on the counter space and the cleanliness and
facing of the shelves.
Yep, having them faced up and full and looking like a business. I'm really excited to see where that's going. That is on an awesome trajectory. So I think we're going to go a long ways with what's going on with our counters. But the outside of our stores, they need to look good. all the time, and it's on every one of us.
Yeah,
to do that.
You and I talked about this, but when I first started at Mountain Land, my job was to be a driver, and I had a route that had a lot of pickups because we had a lot of competitors that we would still buy things from because we had shortages or whatever. And so I had this competitor that I go to every day, 2 or 3 times a day, and I won't name them, but I go into this competitor's warehouse, go up to their counter, and there's boxes everywhere. It's dirty. It's dark. You have to wait to be helped. And like it or not, I prejudged that company just based on my experience in there, based on what it looked like. I walk in there, I'm like, man, this place is a dump. I would never want to shop here.
Right.
I prejudged them. And heaven forbid that happens to us, where a customer comes in, they see a dark, dirty, dusty, non-faced, unwelcoming experience, and they're like, do they even want business in here? We can't be that way.
No.
We have to run differently because we are not the company that says no. And you can say no to a customer without saying no. You can say no by the way you look. We want to be the welcoming space.
And I'm that person, like I'm that shallow in life that I walk in and I look and like, yeah, not coming back here.
Turn right around.
And, I grew up in my dad's drugstore and every night, if you had the late shift, last person working faced the store. We all hated that late shift. But we went around the store, we faced everything up, we filled everything back in, and we were ready for business the next day. And
dusted and mopped.
That's exactly what we want to do in our stores. We want them to look when we open the next day that, man, we are ready. We want your business. We're clean. We're organized. We're stocked up. We're ready for you.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. All right. Sorry, I detracted a little bit from the current market conditions, but that just popped into my head. I thought it was important.
Yeah. So. I figured you're looking at my new tooth.
Now, you do got nice teeth now, bud.
Well,
You're cleaning yourself up. You're trying to make it so you're more presentable, like one of our branches.
Trying.
Working on that curb appeal, baby.
Yeah, we're working on it.
All right. Thanks for coming in, dude. Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Like James said, if you see something, say something. If we need to put attention to something, we won't know unless you guys tell us. We will just carry on fat and happy till somebody tells me that I'm fat. So tell me. We got to know. We got to do our very best for all of us here.
And I know I'm fat, so don't tell me.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for jumping in. Enjoy the ride. We'll see you down the road.
Thanks, Cobra.
You're welcome.